Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. This place is rocking, menacing, intimidating, almost primal, beyond description, really. This is just another ordinary day, though, in the life of the Boca Nation. Things already rolling. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, a guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. Looking to play him in. And the Saar claims comfortably. Oh, that's well spotted. And the counter is on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? And this is Drogba. Drills one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Robertson finding himself in space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Liverpool with the corner, there first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. That's going to go a long way. Great defending, strong and determined. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries to pass it through. Always onto this. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Boca Juniors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Pelé, good driving run. Rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's Ibrahimovic! Now it's Pelé. Gets a good foot in there. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Yaya Toure. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Drogba! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Drogba has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. That looks a good ball. It's Drogba! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Always onto this. Always goes. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Boca Juniors! And we have liftoff. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pirlo. And this is Luis Suarez. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Luis Suarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pele. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Cannavaro gets over and intercepts, and he's managed to get free. Bellingham. Dembele. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Drogba has been caught there, it's a foul. Drogba. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's the end of the first 45. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Liverpool currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Here is the first touch of the second half.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. Now it's Luis Suarez.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He is through here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Aims beyond the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Boca Juniors are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Well timed, excellent interception. Ibrahimovic. Dembele being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Somewhat off target. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And this is Drogba. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And where it came from. That's the throw. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Space for him to turn and look. Well, that's the keeper's ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that has not gone well. Vieira. Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Pele. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Robertson looking for the far post. And it's claimed by the keeper. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Just eases him off the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Liverpool truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
That's a good ball out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Corner number 4 coming up here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, crossbar! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Pele. Beckenbauer. Cafu. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cafu is wide and looking to get onto this. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Liverpool are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. And here's Dembele. Short changes him with that pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. We are into stoppage time. Cafu. Cannavaro.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
He has found the way through. He's had it taken off him. The two-goal cushion. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route, so...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! He is through here! Here it is, crossed in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Neymar. Can he finish? Robertson tidy with his distribution.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
That is good strength. That's an imaginative pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Aims beyond the defence. Has a look and plays it forward. Alexander-Arnold. Silvestre. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, perfectly measured that. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. Drogba. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Played back. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Here comes the cross. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Shot, surely! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Half an hour played now. It's Drogba! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now, can they get him away? Delivery from Mbappe. That's a decent clearance.
Yaya Toure really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for the run. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Liverpool heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails.
This is actually quite a courageous move and...
Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's had it nicked away. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Van Nistelrooy. Well, they could break here. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Liverpool looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. De Rossi tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
In comes the corner. they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Nistelrooy. It's a pretty loose pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Just eases him off the ball. And this is De Rossi. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Dembele gets into a good position. Great ball if he can get there. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Neymar to Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And that has been knocked clear. And it's skewed away. Not the most accurate pass. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Tries to play it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yaya Toure, he's in plenty of space here. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's bustling through here. Rossi can clear it away. Oh, nice touch. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Van Dijk. And the counter is on. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Mbappe. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now here's the... He leaps for it! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Neymar. Now it's De Rossi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great defending, strong and determined. Look at the space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neymar. And it's Yaya Toure.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's come back to the keeper. Van der Sar sends that a long way. That has ended up in no man's land. Silvestre knocks it into space. Oh, no joy this time.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. But where it came from, it's a threatening chance for a shot! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Liverpool have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to advance...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Drogba voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Drogba. Drogba! Just off target.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Knocks it into space. And he won't. It's Thiago! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Thiago has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That is good alertness. That's destined for the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Looking to play him in. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Pass is just off target. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Now it's come to nothing. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And this is Eto'o. So it is still 0-0. And he's had it nicked away. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Chouameni played out to the left flank. That's a sharp pass. Eto'o is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Drogba. Early ball out from the back. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Well, there's a probing ball. Platini. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Drogba. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Platini. Just eases him off the ball. Yaya Toure. Robertson. Robertson. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Bellingham. Mbappe. Well, that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yaya Toure. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Cross to the back post. Eto'o. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Drogba. Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
Liverpool couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe looking to receive it in space. Can he finish? That's another chance. It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's picked it up out wide.
There will be 1 minute
Pinged towards the front line. He's gone for goal! That's got him rattled. This possibly the last play of the half. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement today that
what do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Liverpool are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. Back underway then. Liverpool leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Eto'o. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Driving forward. Yaya Toure. Here's a chance! It's hit the upright. Frustratingly close. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, easy pickings there. Platini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Liverpool are still that goal to the good. Oh, played right into his path. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Thiago. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's Eto'o! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. It's Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now, can they get him away? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's made its way to him. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Mohamed Salah. Number 18.
Rashford.
Platini. Number
Robertson
14,
is always looking to
Echo.
play quality
Coming
balls.
on the field. Number 6. McAllister. Number 17. And Shendrick.
Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 9. Didier Drogba. Substitution.
Van Dijk. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Chouameni. And it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. And he's quick to return it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's got away. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. Do not write them off. Back they come. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different... Yamal! And there's a goal! And they get themselves in front! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
It's Drogba! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? It's a quick ball upfield. Van Basten might just make this. Drogba.
Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Stood up well to him there. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to play it through. Oh, looks a good one. That's cause for mild irritation. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. And here's Messi. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good spread. And that's it. Liverpool pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
Now, we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Tries to play it through. And the shot! He's scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's superb. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Reinders. Rafinha. And this is Son Heung-min. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Lewandowski. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Robertson. Zielinski. Reinders. Great vision. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Rafinha. He's found a way through. And this is Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Now it's Mbappe, and he's intervened well there. Oh, can he get onto this? And this is Drogba. Now it's Bellingham. And this is Dembele, showing good feet. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Goes for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this is Lewandowski, and he is... There's the shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Rafinha really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Portugal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Son Heung-min clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Dembele! It's a loose ball. Lewandowski chasing after it.
This is the time you need that pace.
You can run onto that. Shot for chance! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Koundé makes the interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Zielinski, good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, that's well spotted. He's a sharp little ball here. Played towards the front line. Bellingham knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
It's Dembele! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's good running with the ball. And it's Robertson. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And claimed it back swift. And he shoots! Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Right card! Koundé can get it clear. Son Heung-min. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Portugal go up by 2 and are looking good.
You could certainly sense a real change in mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Quality ball. He's found space here. Now it's Zielinski. It's rising! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Van Dijk. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Serginho. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Koundé. Now Howson. Rodri. Reinders. Now it's Lewandowski. And this is Son Heung-min. And a chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha, given the lift of his goal. Rijkaard with a definite foul there. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Barella. Barella!
Messi. Número 23. Número 20. Número 18.
And it's Çalhanoğlu, and he's been shifted off it. Robertson, can he get on the end of this? Rashford is in a really good position out wide. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. And he's well positioned here. And he's going to be disappointed with that. He'll try from distance! And that's definitely not his best. Rodri. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Barella. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Raya. Koundé. Rodri. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, easy pickings there. Has a look and plays it forward. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Van de Ven. Now Eder Militao. Serginho chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Alexander-Arnold. And Jamal. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Lewandowski. And he is deftly away. Oh, what real chance! And he hits the net. They are playing them off the park. Ferran Torres duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Jamal into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And it's Robertson. Now Yaya Toure. And here's Rashford. And it's Robertson. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Robertson. And that is as far as it goes. Liverpool pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Liverpool desperately failing to improve.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the...
Impressive jump! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Dembele. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he has been fouled there. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's Drogba. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Nkunku proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Drogba, and he was alert to it. Pulisic. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register.
Jovic! Yaya Toure. Pulisic. So we're still where we started right now. Played into space, and he's intervened well there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pulisic has it out wide and in space. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Jovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Jovic is offering a wry smile there.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Oh, some tackle that. Nesta. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now Modric, he shifted it to the flank. Pulisic has it in a wide position. Header! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been... And another try! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to...
There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Modric clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their second corner now. Pulisic touches it back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
He's onside! Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And that's another good win of the ball. Pulisic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's in on chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic proves just a little bit too strong. Tries to play it through. And that's been drilled in. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
In towards the back stick. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Nesta. Cafu. And here's Salamakers. Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Out towards the flank. And it's Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shot could be on. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Toure does really well to win the ball there. And the counter is on. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Liverpool go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Happy wedding anniversary for
It's
one
been
of our
a
fan
pretty
club
tepid
members.
display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hernandez. Pulisic picks it up out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dembele. And now the breakaway. Good running, strong and purposeful.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rijkaard! Nearly, but not quite. And here's Dembele. Great vision. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Alexander-Arnold. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Salmakers. Can he get on the end of this? Lofted in. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out of... Chance for a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, They've got to be quick to recover. And he's following up! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's on it. Can he get away? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Drogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And Yaya Toure! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yaya Toure
Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Shapes to shoot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's having a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And they can counter here. Ball's played through. Dembele has the space to scheme. Out of play for a goal kick. Cafu. Fofana. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that's cause for mild irritation.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Kaká receives it in a wide position. Yaya Toure. It's run loose here. And smartly reclaimed. It's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Cafu. The final 5 minutes. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Hernandez.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Nkunku! Yaya Toure. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Shevchenko. Lovely passing, lovely move. Nkunku! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So,
tries one from range! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he can clear it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a fine interception. Alexander-Arnold. To Gerrard. Saliba. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Sané. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! Goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Odegaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's ambitious. Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And this is Dembele. Serginho. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Sané. Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, great feat, that.
That's been cut out, well played. Drogba might just make this. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Romania are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Now he's off and running. Rijkaard. Odegaard. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
This is a promising build-up. It's a good ball out wide.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ederson. And here's Messi. Romania with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's good running with the ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Dembele. Now it's Drogba. Great vision. Mbappe! Serginho. And that's going right the way across. Here's Sané. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. No, again there's no way through. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Liverpool are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Sané. Pinches it off him. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And here's Drogba. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Liverpool are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alexander-Arnold. Ederson. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's a good ball. Yep. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Liverpool go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Liverpool can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's got the beat. Real chance! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Oh, great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's a really well-measured ball. Aimed at the far side. Nice interception, well timed. Sané. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Sané.
Liverpool really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Alexander-Arnold. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yaya Toure.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
In with the challenge. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Saliba, Serginho chasing after it.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sané, plays the return pass. Looking for the run. And here's Messi. That's rather hopeful. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Shot could... It's Drogba! And no mistake. And they've got their lead back. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 20, Didier Drogba.
Romania can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Liverpool with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cross needs to be good.
Romania really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Bellingham. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Substitution in progress.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Threads one in. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold has the space to scheme. Getting up there! Another one of football's and how moments. Played towards the other side. Kubo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That has been slung wide. Ederson.
Romania really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Romania really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's well spotted. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's Drogba.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's been slipped through. Saliba. And it's Gerrard. And here's Dembele. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoisted in. Drogba gets flagged offside.
Substitution.
Romania can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Bellingham. Bellingham claiming the Man of the Match award. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
And it's Rijkaard. And he's let fly! Boy, he struck that clean. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now this could be a chance. That's a super give and go. Bellingham. Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Played back. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Robertson. Battling for the right to play in the early stages.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham. And it's Dembele. It's Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. Nesta. Ibrahimovic. De Rossi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, that's well spotted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Robertson, cross to the back post. And he's cut it out. Rummenigge.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Dembele. Some really good ball movement. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Bellingham! Now, who's going to be first to this? Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Chance! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Bellingham. Robertson. Cleared away. Azar. Ibrahimovic. That's a little off target. Alexander-Arnold. Nesta. That has not gone well. And Yaya Toure! Just off target.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And it's Azar. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that ball. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
The Netherlands with the corner. They're first. Cannavaro drives it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's made its way to him. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Mbappe! Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. And he's worked it through. Van Dijk gets the foot in and wins the ball. Belling. And it's Dembele. And Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. That gets us going once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's played it back. Tries to play it through. Doesn't quite get there. Robertson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's quick to snatch it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lampard, Azar. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Pele. Crossing, getting up there. It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Can he finish? It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dembele. Can he get it through? The Netherlands are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lampard is offering a wry smile there.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Pele! Has another go! Euphoria, utopia, And they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And it's Bellingham. Lampard. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Some resolute defending there. Mbappe. Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's gone looking for safety. And they're quick to get it back. Rummenigge. Pele.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. 75 minutes played. This looks promising. Van Bronckhorst. The defender is not giving up on this. Now it's Hazard. Looking tidy in possession here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe.
Liverpool are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Rummenigge! And a neat finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Dembele. Can he get on the end of this?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Referee has just said play on. And that's gone route one. And that's that. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Now it's Drogba. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham running with... Bellingham! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Mbappe. Now, that looks a decent ball. It's Drogba! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Vitinha, ball's played through, space for him to turn and look. Bellingham, played back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to return it. So just the one early goal to report so far, 1-0 the score. Good-looking ball. And here's Drogba. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Threads one in. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe chasing after it. And this is Drogba. Vitinha. Drogba. And Iniesta. Now it's Bergkamp. Now it's Bergkamp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vitinha. Gattuso. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mbappe! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's a good run down the left. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Robertson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Yaya Toure. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. And here's Dembele. Drogba.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Yaya Toure. It's run loose here. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Tries to play it through. Some resolute defending there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vitinha. Iniesta. Great vision. Great work on the overlap. And the ball is out of play. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Couldn't squeeze it through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And he's had it nicked away. Iniesta. That's destined for the flank. And he plays one through. Drogba! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Chips it through. Oh, well played.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Attendees, this is a
Liverpool leading by one at the break.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Liverpool can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Corner number 2 then. And the finish! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Rijkaard. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Defending was strong and firm. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. That's a throw. Liverpool are still that goal to the good.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Iniesta has it in a wide position. And it's Iniesta. Dembele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Vitinha, pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Messi. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Iniesta. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a good foot in there. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now the breakaway. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Dembele. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Shapes to shoot! There's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 21.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Iniesta. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And this is Bergkamp. Costa Curta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And it's Drogba. Pinches it off him. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Distributed tidily. Just 5 minutes left. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Mbappe. Oh, good read. Gattuso. And that's a good ball.
Added time.
And here's Drogba. Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.